Yo guys, Codelife here. So in today's video, we'll be taking a look at Tfue's new custom built $700 keyboard along with all of its components. I've covered Tfue's keyboards in the past and none of these come close to this new one. The price of this keyboard totals to nearly $700 and that's just for the components. All of these components also need to be hand put together. It's not like Tfue's old keyboards where you could just remove the stock keycaps and replace his own keycaps. With Tfue's new keyboard, it needs to be completely hand put together for him. And the guy who actually did this for Tfue was a guy called Viper, which by the way you guys should honestly check out, as Viper did a full live stream of him building this exact keyboard for Tfue, literally putting each component together all on stream. I believe it's still on his Twitch channel right now, so you guys should honestly go check it out. It's really fascinating. I'll leave all of Viper's links below, as well as a link to his website, where you guys can actually contact Viper and get him to build a keyboard for you like Tfue did. We'll now move on guys, and I'll explain each component of Tfue's new keyboard. I'll begin with the first part that was added, and I'll finish with the very last part that was added. So starting off with the main circuit board, the 60% PCB. The print circuit board for this keyboard is the DZ60 RGB anti-layout, which has per key RGB backlighting. The next part is the keyboard stabilizers. These are the GMK screw-in stabilizers. For these, Viper clipped, lubed and band-aid modded them. Now what this modification does is it pretty much removes the rattle noise that you get when pressing the stabilizers. For example, when like you hit your space button. Next, we've got the case and the case foam. The case for this keyboard is the KBD Fans 5 degree fully aluminium 60% case in the colour cyan. The case also has a foam plate that sits at the bottom of it under the PCB, and this has been custom cut to fit this case perfectly. The purpose of this foam plate is to reduce noise and vibration from the key presses. Next, we've got the keyboard plate and the keyboard foam plate. The keyboard plate is a polycarbonate plate that sits on top of the PCB, and on top of this plate lies another custom fitted foam plate that's also used to further reduce the noise and vibration from the key presses. Moving on to the switches. The switches that are in Tfue's keyboard are the Hakko Royal Clear switches. These switches have also been slightly modified by Viper. He replaced the stock springs with 65G gold springs, and he also lubed them with Krytox GP105 lube. The reason why Viper did this is to make the key presses feel more tactile. I'll show a clip on screen right now of how these switches sound. Next up, we've got the keycap set, the custom escape key, enter key and spacebar. Starting off with the keycap set. The keycap set that's on Tfue's keyboard is the Taihao Miami keycap set. This keycap set covers the majority of the keys on his keyboard. Next is the custom escape key. Tfue's escape key has a printed hand-drawn picture of him / the default Fortnite skin holding the Infinity Gauntlet. This was made by a designer called Box. Next, we've got the custom spacebar and enter key that have also been custom designed for Tfue. The spacebar has use code Tfue written on it, along with some pixel art on each side. This exact pixel art is also on the enter key. The artwork for these two keys was made by a designer called iRealCross. And for those that don't know, this is the same guy that's made Tfue's stream overlays. And finally, we've got the last component that completes Tfue's keyboard, the custom USB-C cable. The custom USB cable is a 550 cotton candy USB coil that's been attached to an aviation connector cable. And that's all of the components guys that make up Tfue's keyboard. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it interesting or even liked Tfue's new keyboard, then be sure to drop a like on the video. And if you guys would like to support my channel, you can do this easily by using Codelife in the Fortnite item shop. If not my code guys, you can use Tfue's code, which is just code Tfue, or even Viper's code, the guy that actually made this keyboard. His code's just called Viper. It's definitely worth having at least someone's code locked in guys, as it really does help out each creator a ton. And yeah, that's all for now guys. Hope to see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.